What is a good football fanatics with the season rapidly approaching? We got football tomorrow as of recording. We want to get our tier lists out there so that way a year from now we can look back and see how our predictions went. And we are today looking at wide receivers in the NFL and how we project them to perform in fantasy football. We got the top wide receiver ones, we got the mid wide receiver ones, the low wide receiver ones. These are all the guys that you really want to get. Wide receiver twos and the flex options gives you a little something to work with, guys on your bench, and then cans, the guys you want to avoid. I got my boy Noco here. My name is Stevo, and we are the QuakeMakers. We specialize in dynasty, redraft, best ball, parlays, you name it. But we love football. I mean, it's just that simple, and we're going to get into this. Nolan, you got anything to say, man?
Man, I'm just excited. Well, we're like 24 hours away from Thursday Night Football. Best time of the year, better than Christmas. So we're just excited to kind of show you how we're breaking down these players, how we see them, how we think you should view them. But feel free if you ever have any, discourse you want to offer, up in the comment section below. Join our Discord. We're always open to conversations about football, so we'll talk it all day with you.
Yep. We are starting off with the consensus 1-1. We got Jamar Chase. I think we all know where he's going.
No surprise there. No conversation needed.
He's right where he belongs.
In redrafts, I'm going to put my wide receiver 2, and I think he's your wide receiver 2 also, CeeDee Lamb.
I agree. I think Justin Jefferson, you could make the argument that he was above CD, but I think the Michael Parsons trade just really bolstered that Cowboys offense. Not from an NFL real life standpoint. The team got worse, but that means more offense, more total possessions. They're going to be trailing in a lot of games. CeeDee Lamb, he's already had a wide receiver 1 overall season. He's in for a big year.
And now
we got Justin Jefferson.
Is there any discussion needed?
No, I think him and CD are. You can flip flop them, like I said, but I got CD above JJF.
Now, in Dynasty, I'm probably putting Jefferson in CD's spot. I think there's just a 1 year age gap there, but it counts. Yeah. And we just have CD higher based on that quarterback play between JJ McCarthy and Dak Prescott. Also, the defense of the Cowboys compared to the defense of the Vikings. Cowboys are worse in that department. They're going to have more positive game script for guys like CeeDee Lamb.
JJ McCarthy should pepper JJF with targets because he's a new quarterback.
JJF can earn targets from Nick Mullins. He can earn it from an injured Kirk Cousins. Like, no matter who's there, he can get it from Sam Darnold. Yeah. Like we saw, it doesn't really affect him much who's throwing him the ball.
I mean, if you have one of these three guys, you are set. I mean, we're not doubting Justin Jefferson. Like, that'd be a bad bet.
Absolutely. And now a guy that I would like to throw in the top wide receiver 1 spot, but we need to see what happens this year before he's there, and that's Malik Neighbors. And I want to put him, as my wide receiver 4. I think I'm at the point now where I would consider taking him over Amon-Ra St. Brown
over Puka Nacua as well.
Yeah,
over Puka. I think it's a top for me right here. I think I have Neighbors and Puka right here. I think an argument could be made for Puka. He's already shown elite per game production. It just depends on Matt Stafford. I think you're right, but like Matt Stafford and Russell Wilson are kind of in the same ballpark as far as in that washed conversation. I personally love Neighbors.
I totally agree with. I do think it's dependent on Matt Stafford throwing the ball. But what we've seen from Puka, it's crazy that the conversation is only here.
Yeah.
Because his yards per route run
his advanced metrics are ridiculous.
Over half a yard more than Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb. Like, the dude commands the ball at a clip we've never seen before.
He could have that Cooper Cup type of season. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I don't think 1,800 yards is like impossible for a guy like him. Like he could go and he could put 100 yards up every single week, and he could have
15 plus touchdowns too.
150, 180 yards.
Yeah.
He will have games where he comes down with 14 catches this season, maybe twice.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I think he's going to see multiple games with like 18 targets, 20 targets.
So good.
So his upside's ridiculous. I love Neighbors. I think that Neighbors, I've been comping him for some reason in some threads to the Allen Iverson of football. Like, I think all these injuries aren't real injuries. I think the toe is, but it's like if you have a bad toe, you can still go out there and play. I think he's kind of the same way. Like, he just doesn't want to practice. I think that's what it comes down to. I think he's just that talented. And we're gonna see like a true breakout. I mean, he did everything last year with absolute bums throwing him the ball. So
yeah, it's not even a breakout at this point. It's just like
a evolution. I think that he can go to evolution. He can go to the moon.
He's not a true Charizard yet.
No,
but he will be in due time. Okay, before we let this guy slip too far, let's just go ahead and bring in Amon-Ra. We've seen a wide receiver 3 finish 2 years in a row, or wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4, in PPR formats. He's just good at ball. He's probably got one of the best mindsets of any NFL wide receiver. Not that, that's a crazy big deal, but this dude is locked in on ball, and he's locked in on being the best version of himself, and it just shows week in, week out. He's got his podcast. Dude, the clip of his crash out, like after that 2 reception game.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick. I
mean he's been a top 5 wide receiver since like the second half of his rookie
9
year.
of his rookie season, right? When he
still got Jared Goff,
still has the same team around him. Ben Johnson's not there, and I think that will impact them to a slight degree, but this new OC loves having a true wide receiver 1. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What would you say about people who are concerned about a Jameson Williams breakout, or someone who's got dynasty brain who's worried about Isaac Tesla, or the Sam Laporta revisionists? Guys, what do you say to those people?
Message to them is, guys, 2 things can be true at once, right? Look back at any great offensive team. Look at the Cincinnati Bengals supporting T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, who are both wide receiver 1s when they're on the field. Look at 2 years ago, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Look at the 2015 Denver Broncos with
look into the
Marius
future
Thomas
and see Pickens and CeeDee.
Yeah, Pickens and CeeDee this year.
In the future, yeah.
There is room for everyone to eat in a offense that will rank top 3 at the end of the season.
We're going to see what BTJ and Travis Hunter
offensive yards, quarterback who will throw close to 4,500 yards this season, maybe 35 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
Eat, yeah.
I like that.
Okay, this is where it kind of becomes dealer's choice. I think there's a guy that I would like to put there.
I think, would you put Nico Collins or Brian Thomas Jr. right here? Or Drake London?
Would put...
Or none of them?
I would put Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay. I'm with it, too.
He's my next favorite. Yeah.
That's who
He's my next favorite because what we don't have is an injury history like we do with Nico Collins, who misses time every season. Hasn't played a full season in his career yet. Has not played a full 17-game season. I think the talent's there. I think, he is the true target earner in that offense.
You got Liam Cohen, right? Directing the offense.
You have a talented QB in Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence could see an absolute resurgence here. And also, I just think that Travis Hunter's going to open things up for Brian Thomas, just like how we were just saying. I think that more weapons frees up the number one guy, the alpha, right? And Brian Thomas was number 3 overall in yards last year,
Especially
with
when you have
Mac
an
Jones
OC
throwing
like,
him the ball.
especially when you have an OC like Liam Cohen who likes to move people around on the field and not just like make them a static player. Right?
I mean, if you go look at tape, he was taking balls out of the backfield too. He had rushing plays and stuff. They were getting creative with him last year. I can't imagine what
he is like Jamar Chase in the fact that once he gets the ball, he turns into a running back.
4.33 speed, 6'3", 210. Like, come on.
Just
his potential is just there.
Like maybe top 3 athlete of all of these wide receivers, just as far as speed size combo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Baller.
I like it a lot.
He's who I would put next in that tier, and then I'm between Nico Collins and Drake London going next.
I am too here, and I think that my pick would be an technically unpopular one, but I would go Drake London.
Yeah, and I'm totally
I just think he's going to see a tremendous amount of targets. Michael Penix, I mean, he's going to need a safety net, right? It's going to be the Bijan and Drake London show, I think, down in Atlanta. Yeah. And I love target volume for wide receivers.
The QB play is not going to be that great, but we do know that when in the 3-game sample size where they've been on the field together, he commanded a 30% target share. And even if that drops a 28% target share when you're throwing 35 passes a game, is
I mean, London had like 40 fantasy points in the last week of the year in full PPR. Like if you're in a full PPR league,
I try to keep week 17 or week 18 like out of my rankings when you're playing against like, you know, the second team, not the true defense.
It's fair.
The teams have quit, but
you see the ceiling. Like not everyone did that in week 17.
That being said,
right?
it's like
he's the only guy who did
preseason. Yeah, you want to see that when there is the window to go and perform, that you rise to the occasion, and he rose to the occasion. But yeah, London is going to see so many targets. I could definitely see him finishing higher than the wide receiver 8. It's kind of where we have him now. I think that's a super safe spot to put him. I think he could only outperform that.
I think that's a really good point. I mean, all of these. I think we're in a year where all of these wide receivers could end up at number 1, like realistically.
Yeah. We have Justin Jefferson at wide receiver 1. I don't know that we have him at wide receiver 3. I don't know that he meets wide receiver 3 this year. I think
fall in the top 5.
He could be the wide receiver 6. Guys like Puka or London could overtake him. But yeah, just as far as floor goes, I think we have it nailed so far.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, and to round out the mid wide receiver 1s, I'm gonna throw Nico Collins in there.
Yeah. I mean, he's already done it before. CJ Stroud has to throw it to someone. We're kind of in this weird situation with the Texans where they have to kind of perform this year. And I like situations like that where they're kind of pinned up against the wall. It's the reason why I like Bryce Young this year. They have to perform. It's been a couple of years, and the life cycle just shows that CJ Stroud has to be better this year than he was last year. I know the O-line's still kind of depleted, but Nico Collins has to be that guy, man.
And we have the sophomore slump behind us.
Yeah.
Right? We're going into year 3. Now he's got a chip on his shoulder, which we like to see.
People are sleeping on CJ Stroud right now.
Yeah. We're asleep, and I'm asleep myself. Like I'm afraid
I'm
to touch CJ Stroud.
I'm a little tired.
But boy, would I love to see him come back.
I would too, because
in a big way.
I'm a Charlottarian, and I spent a lot of time arguing that CJ Stroud should be drafted over Bryce Young. But it could get interesting this year, where Bryce and CJ are both in the situation where they both kind of stunk last year. Bryce at least saw a little bit of momentum towards the end of the year, but it'll be interesting. All right, who we got next, man?
I'm just gonna take the lead on this one.
Yeah.
Next wide receiver off the board.
Okay.
It's got to be Ladd McConkey for me.
Okay. He plays Friday night.
He plays Friday night. Super excited to see it. This guy is just like.
If you're an
He's
advanced
everything
metrics guy, if you're a nerd, you're like in love with Lad because his metrics are ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Is
I'm
his like
personally,
average like yards of separation per route is crazy. Like the dude gets wide open.
he is crispy, man. I mean,
He's
I can't believe.
exactly where he's supposed to be. He's got insatiable or impeccable rapport with Justin Herbert. Smart quarterback. He's going to make the
Yeah.
smart read.
Yeah.
Another target commander, seeing 25 targets or 25% of targets per game,
Yeah.
if not more. He's just good at ball, dude. He just does everything the right way. He's not as athletic as these guys above him on the list, but he is so smart.
I think the only reason why he's not in the mid wide receiver 1 tier is because of that offense. I mean, or the style of the
It's
offense.
the run first offense, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if we could sit here and say that he can get 12 targets a game, he would 100% be in the wide receiver
No,
1 tier.
the only other team on this list that's like a run first offense, but it doesn't even matter, is the Detroit Lions. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, and the Lions are just
Yeah,
run
they have
first because
Gibbs
they have
and
Jameer
Montgomery,
Gibbs.
and they're amazing running, but like dude, they just get so many yards. Like,
Yeah.
they just get so many yards. There's enough room for everyone to eat in a highly prolific offense. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Lad McConkey there.
I like Lad. I mean, sophomore receivers too usually do better than their rookie year, and I mean, he had an amazing rookie year as well.
Such a good rookie year. Eclipsed 1,000 yards year one, and he kind of didn't really start turning it on until a few weeks into the season.
Yeah.
So I think there is room to grow, like to get that yardage total up to like 1,200 yards, get those reception totals up close to 100 because he's a reception hog.
Yeah. I think he's going to be the alpha receiver on the team too. Okay, next up we got. I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah.
Because I feel bad almost. This guy is paid. He just won the Super Bowl. I think we got to slot in AJ Brown.
You're so right, and I was considering him throwing it before Lad.
Upside.
But just we have this hamstring injury he's dealing with right now. So we know that with hamstrings it comes back later in the season. We don't know if he's going to miss a few weeks. So I felt safer putting Lad above him, but he totally deserves to be in that tier. And this is where most people have him. But yeah, great offense, good QB. He's a top target earner. He's a dog. I see wide receiver 10, wide receiver 9 being kind of like his safe spot.
I think he has some decent upside too. I think the Eagles could throw the ball a little bit more this year in order to preserve Saquon.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Saquon is going to see slightly less opportunities per game. It's just how it goes.
He got what? How many touches last year? It's just
including playoffs over 400.
Yeah, I mean that can't be repeated, or else his body will break down. No human being can sustain that. I mean, he's jumping over people backwards. Like, he's got to settle down a little bit, and if he settles down a little bit, AJ Brown will be right there. I mean, this Eagles they're stacked again. They're going to be winning. They're going to be trying to win a Super Bowl, and it's going to be Week 16. You're going to be in your fantasy football playoffs, and AJ Brown's going to catch a couple touchdowns.
They also have an extremely difficult schedule this year. Honestly, just playing in the division they're in, you have to put points up on the board when you're going against the Commanders twice. You're going against the Cowboys twice, who they're the better team than those teams, but it doesn't mean that they can just sit back on offense. The Commanders are going to go put up 25 to 35 points on you. The Cowboys can go put up 30 points on you.
I think we beat the Eagles this year.
So,
all right, up next. This is where things get a little bit dicey here. Here, Nolan, can I propose something? Can we throw Lad and AJ up in the mids, and then we start this next tier with the lows, or what do you think?
So we're currently through 8 receivers.
Who's your next guy here?
Yeah, so these, as it stands now, McConkey would be receiver 9, AJ Brown 10, and then we have spots for 11 and 12.
Right.
Now, my next guy, I know who it is.
Are you Are you putting Jackson Smith and Jigba right here, or T Higgins?
I'm not. I'm going with T Higgins here.
Yeah. See, I see a pretty big teardrop between AJ and T.
Really?
I do, I do. I would prefer the Alpha One. I mean, I know T is in a ridiculous offense, but he misses games every year, and he has games where he has like 6 points in fantasy.
Yeah.
He always has. He
He
has that
missed.
insane upside though, that championship winning upside. But I think that there's like a consistency teardrop between Ladd, AJ, and then to Higgins, and then you get to question marks like JSN, whether or not he needs volume, et cetera, et cetera. I just want to know what you think about that, potentially moving
So
Ladd and
I'm
AJ up.
pulling something up here, and I
Okay.
apologize. I'm not gonna have the graphic on the screen.
No,
Um,
we can put it in post.
all right. So how many games did T Higgins play last year, fully healthy?
Um, I'd say 10. Was it 10?
Okay, he played 11 games, and then he had a
Okay.
12th game that was like minimized due to the injury, right?
Right.
So in 11 full games,
I know he had a 40 bomb, right? It was that the
in
year
11
previous.
full games, he put up 73 receptions, 911 yards, 10 touchdowns in 11 games.
Yeah.
If you put that, on a per game metric, he was averaging 6 catches for about 80 yards and a touchdown.
Okay.
That's 20. That's a 20
ridiculous.
point per game average. Yeah.
And he's paid, so they
He
have to
he
use
put
him.
up 222 fantasy points in 11 starting games. That's a 20 point per game fantasy total.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
why I put him here. When he's on the field, it's 20 points in your lineup, or it's 15 or it's 40 or it's
Right.
it's 6
Right.
catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown, and those are immaculate numbers. So even
Yeah.
with the time miss, I think that he's so good.
Okay. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm just a little bit concerned. He's like the first guy on this list,
Yeah,
other than maybe
Does
Nico
that line
Collins
not
with some
blow you
injury
away
history.
for 11 games with Jamar Chase also being on the field.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Jamar Chase. I mean, if Jamar Chase goes down ever, T is slotted in as
Right? If
top
Jamar
5
Chase
guy.
goes down, like T Higgins could slide into definitely the mid wide receiver one, but like he could even slide into the top wide receiver one.
My advice, though, for roster construction and just game theory, I think that T is just a little bit more difficult of a player to draft if you have like a Christian McCaffrey in your first round of your draft. Like it's if you double up with T, then you're taking a pretty major risk, right? At ADP. So like it just gets you got to be smart when you pick a guy like T Higgins.
Yeah, and actually don't draft McCaffrey and T Higgins to the same team, unless you like your team missing half the year.
Or you could have the upside. What if Jamar Chase goes down and CMC plays all year, you win your chip, right? So
Yeah.
maybe it's a best ball play, or yeah,
And just to touch on CMC for a second,
yeah.
I think he's back to the running back one this year.
Oh, here we go.
Because the last 2 years, he's drafted as the RB1.
Yeah,
He's drafted as the RB. He's drafted as the overall 101.
yeah.
And he gets injured when that happens. And we saw it like 3 years ago. We saw a dip because people were tired in the injuries, and he was going late first round into the second round, and boom, finishes as the RB1. And so like now we're seeing that again, where he's going from being the 101 last year to now he's fallen into the second round of drafts. And
Yeah.
people have like lowered their expectation, and it's going to be so easy for him to outperform that.
I've been seeing him go at like the 1.8 recently in 1 QBs. Yeah.
I take him.
Like, would you take him over Neighbors at 1.8 if
Yes.
they're both available?
Easily.
Okay.
Easily.
Okay.
I would take him as my 103. People are going to think I'm crazy for this, but like like if I were to draft the first 3 picks, I would go Jamar Chase, Jahmyr Gibbs, CMC. I would take
Wow.
CMC before
Over
Saquon.
Bijan.
I would take him before Bijan.
All right, so if CMC plays a full 17, I know this is a wide receiver video, but
Yeah.
we are getting off track, but it's worth it. If CMC plays 17 games and Bijan Robinson plays 17 games,
Yes.
you think that there's a significant difference to offset the risk that of CMC's injury history, which is significant.
Yes.
Like, does the points per game differential between CMC and Bijan, if they both played 17 games, is the difference enough to supplement the risk that you're taking by
yes.
drafting CMC? Okay.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
I would disagree, but we
dude,
can.
we're at the top of the top, right? We're already
Right.
at like
So if
20
we're at the
points
top of the top,
per
for me,
game.
I'm just drafting the slightly safer guy.
You're drafting a slightly safer guy. And that's fine.
Like, I don't think the difference is enough to, because if I draft CMC with my first round
the
pick,
difference is substantial. The difference is going from
it was substantial
20
2
points per
years
game.
ago. He is getting older,
He's getting older.
and he's
That's fine.
been
We
hurt.
saw Saquon go off.
Yeah, I
We
know.
saw Saquon go off.
I'm not
This
not
age.
necessarily against this take. I just think
Yeah.
that it's a risky one.
We're seeing Derrick Henry go off every year. He's 30. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's a big feller.
McCaffrey's in his age 28, age 29 season now. So yeah, he's getting older, but he's, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, the reports I'm hearing are that he's in the best shape of his life. Like, they clocked
It
him
just
going.
sounds like we're about to get burnt again.
They clocked him going 23 miles an hour at training camp.
Dude, it just sounds like we're gonna get burned. But I'm with it. I'm with it. If you want to take a risk, if you're feeling crazy, go CMC. But then don't draft T Higgins.
Yeah.
Right. That would be the play. All right, back on track, man.
Anyways,
who you got next here?
Draft 25 points per game. Back to receivers. Back to receivers. All right, we're rounding out. This is going to be our wide receiver 12. Here's Stevo.
Okay.
If my math is correct, it is. Now,
You want me to go?
This is difficult. I'm gonna put 3 names here that I think that you'd be considering.
I know who I want.
Okay, and oh, is it
I don't.
this guy
Give
right
me 3
here?
names. Just give me 3 names.
Okay. I'm gonna give you JSN, T Mac, and Rashi Rice.
Jason.
It's JSN. Okay.
Yeah, it's Jason. It's just Jason. I'm not too scared about Sam Darnold. I think he's actually kind of good, dude.
I think he's.
Has
just
anyone
as
considered
good
that?
and/or
Maybe he's like
better
decent.
than- I think he's just as good and/or better than Geno Smith. Like,
I agree. I actually saw. Oh, man, I wish I knew who made this sort of comparison, but they said that Geno Smith is a better quarterback on a bad team, while Sam Darnold is the better quarterback on a good team. Because
Yeah.
Geno Smith's really good at like making like miraculous plays, like on 4th down or whatever.
Yeah.
Where Sam Darnold can't do that, but Sam Darnold's a way better system quarterback. I mean, he looked very solid at the Vikings. He made Jordan Addison, J. Jeff,
keeping drives alive. He's turning it over less.
Right. I don't think that he's like bad for fantasy, and I think people are freaking out about Sam Darnold because of what he did in Charlotte, like many years ago.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
Yeah, Sam Darnold is like fully revitalized in my eyes.
I watched an interview with
he's
him.
supported.
He's just a smart cookie too. He's very smart. He watches film. I think he's just gonna know to give JSN the ball.
Dude, he and Josh Allen are like best friends.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh, dude, they're playing golf together all the time.
Yeah, see, he's talking with the
Like,
GOAT right there. So
all offseason is like Sam Darnold and Josh Allen hanging out together. So
I love that you pinned him up against Tet though, because that is who I would pick next, and I'd love to hear your opinion. What do you think?
no, I'm putting Ted here next,
Ooh.
and this is a guy who's probably going to be sliding off the list. This is our very top wide receiver too. So
Yeah.
wide receiver 13 overall is where I would have him. I think in redraft, I think he might be going behind guys like Devontae Adams, maybe even Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin,
Which is wild to me.
which is wild.
Who's
because-
picking Devontae Smith or Devontae Adams above Tet McMillan?
Yeah, I was talking Adams.
Oh, okay. I've seen Smith go before Tet
Really?
too.
Yeah, I think DK is going before him also.
Yeah, like I don't understand.
So we'll get into this. We got 12 guys to put here in the wide receiver 2 range, but Tet is my favorite just as far as like I love drafting a player not for what they're worth right now,
Yeah.
but for what I see them being worth in the future. And this definitely applies to dynasty drafts. It's like don't draft a tanking stock. Like,
Right.
draft a stock that is going to rise and has the best opportunity to rise over the course of the season. Getting in on rookies, it's like always the best price tag, right?
Especially a
This
rookie with
league,
guaranteed volume. Like, who
guaranteed volume.
else is on the squad?
They just traded Adam Thielen, meaning they're super comfortable having Tet as their wide receiver one to roll up the season. Like,
Coker's on IR. Xavier Legette's a can. Like,
Bryce Young has one guy to throw to, and it's Ted McMillan.
and he's 6'5". I mean, he's right there. He's gonna be open.
He's huge. He's huge, and he's athletic, and the breakout age was there, and the increase in production every year of college was there. It's just like everything we like to see. I mean, there's very few negative things you can say about this guy, other than the fact that he landed in Carolina, which is not sexy, but it's like probably the best
Bryce
opportunity.
Young. Bryce Young's kind of on this ascension arc right now.
Yeah.
He's looked good in camp. I mean, I thought that the community, the
Brian
market.
Thomas, dude, he landed in Jacksonville last year, and everyone was like,
Mac
"Oh."
Jones, dude. People are saying that Mac Jones is the reason Brian Thomas had that many yards. I'm like, how does that make any sense? He missed Brian Thomas on so many targets. He missed him.
I can create a narrative that like would support that.
I would put it down. There's just no way. Mac Jones is so bad.
If you're a QB2 and you're fighting to just like keep earning roster spots and contracts, it's like just throw the ball to the best player. Just like hike the ball, throw the ball to the best player.
He threw it to him and missed him a
may
lot.
go through more reads and may pick up the first down, try to win games. I don't think Mac Jones cared about winning games. I think he was just like, I'm just gonna get some reels on tape, and I'm just gonna throw the ball to BTJ.
I think it's way more likely that Brian Thomas just had the typical rookie receiver first year arc where you just got better as the season went on and got more targets as the season went on, and Mac Jones was just there. Mac Jones was missing him on everything. He had one of the most uncatchable target rates in the NFL, Brian Thomas, and he had third most yards. I don't think it's like people are like, you shouldn't draft Brian Thomas because Mac Jones made him good. That doesn't make sense to me. When you have Trevor Lawrence, who's the 1-1, and now you have Liam Cohen, that's going to offset Mac Jones.
Yeah, we're drafting BTJ where we're drafting him.
Yeah.
I love when you see that any quarterback can throw this guy the ball and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that goes to show also with Tet, like Bryce Young's better than Mac Jones, and he's also gonna feed him because he wants to look good the same way Mac Jones did. Yeah, Tet McMillan's right there. I got it locked in.
All right. Coming up next.
This tier is interesting.
13 in redraft. This is interesting here.
Yeah.
Now, there's a few guys I want to bring up. I'll slide them up to the top of this list here. Garrett Wilson.
This is where you're going to get value in your drafts, right? This is where you win. This is where you win your chips, right? Because
Also, this is not ADP.
No.
We're drafting receiver tier, so this is skill. This is how many points per game they're going to put up. This is opportunity. It's not ADP.
Playoffs, you want these guys in this order.
Yeah. Exactly. I think sliding Metcalf up here.
Yeah, you got to.
I think that we can just kind of slot some of these guys in.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and throw in Garrett Wilson. He's a wide receiver 2. Target earner. He's reunited with his college quarterback. So they had a lot of success together at Ohio State. We saw him finish last year with 160 plus targets, and he was not a wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even think that was possible.
Yeah.
But like,
I think that there's a likely situation where
he's going to get. I mean, he's in the top wide receiver 2 end range. Like, he's got a wide receiver 1 price tag, and that's why I don't have a lot of Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, Garrett Wilson is a mega talent. I think that he can see an.
I just feel bad.
I feel bad. I just
feel
How
bad.
Does he know?
I feel bad for so many players on the Jets. Like, dude, Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson, they won offensive and defensive rookies of the year, and their
And look
team
at
has
them.
just done nothing for them yet.
And they had Brees Hall at
Go
the
get
time.
Aaron
Like,
Rodgers. Let's go. Dogs. What are you
yeah.
doing?
Unfortunate for Garrett Wilson. I mean, he has the talent to be up there in the mid wide receiver ones, honestly. But
Why did they not make a move for Sam Darnold? Like, what? Why did they not make a move for, like, Jameis Winston? Like,
I don't
I
know.
would rather roll out Jameis Winston as my QB than Justin Fields, to be honest.
Justin Fields has never done it. I don't know. I think this is his last year.
He's just an awful passer of the ball.
You think this is
again,
Justin Fields like last year if he doesn't do well?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Easily.
I agree.
He'll be on the bench.
Who's the backup?
Okay. Who's the backup?
Yeah.
It's not Mike White anymore.
Jets backup.
It's like
Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor's going to start week 8.
Okay. He wanted to stay in New York, so he went from the Giants over to the Jets.
True.
Okay. There's a lot of jumbo here. And for the sake of a tiers list, let's just get him in there. So a guy that has to be in here, Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
Absolutely has to be in here. So
thank you for paying him.
Yeah, thank you for paying him. Wide receiver 7 finished last year. Top target earner, the dog. Debo's there. I think it's the same situation that we talked about with CD and George and with Chase and Higgins.
Cliff's going to find a way.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Jaden Daniels is a smart quarterback, and Terry's his guy. So
all right, I think we can throw DK up in there. We can throw Marv up in there. What are you thinking about this?
Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely throw those guys in there.
I think DK. Rashi? Would you rather have Rashi or Marvin Harrison? Rashi is the answer. Come playoff time, he's going to feed you. Xavier Worthy's going to see a little pop when he's out, but Rashi's going to step back in.
I'm going to start George Pickens in here.
Okay, I like it. All right, I think that.
Yeah.
I have a hot take here. You can slide in Emeka Ebuka if you're feeling frisky.
I'm cool with it. All right, we've got 5 receivers left in our wide receiver 2 range.
I would go.
And we still have guys like Mike Evans.
Yeah.
We still have Devontae Adams.
I think you got to throw in the Unks.
And Jalen Waddle. We have Jamison Williams. We have Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
We have Ramadunze.
I think right here you have to start slotting in the Tyreek Hills.
Yeah.
You can't let him fall too far. I mean, he's going to crash out. I'm not drafting him anywhere. But if he plays a full 17 games for the Miami Dolphins and so does Tua, I'm going to be sad and probably out some money. So,
yeah.
But yeah, you have to include him just because he's Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab one now.
Yeah, throw one in there.
And again, this is not ADP. This is just how I think it'll finish. I need to have Cortland Sutton in this range.
Okay.
Bo's top target earner. They just have such good connection. They got rid of Devon Vele this offseason.
Yeah.
The next guys up are Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin, and Pat Bryant. I think Evan Ingram will actually end up being the wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cortland Sutton is wide receiver 1.
Pat Bryant's an interesting dynasty play.
Bo Nix is a beast. All right, we got 3 guys left in this wide receiver 2 range.
I think you gotta throw in Marvin Harrison, man. He was the 4th overall pick in the NFL draft, and he's Marvin Harrison's son. And
he's beefed up. He's going to win at the line of scrimmage more than he did last year. Last year, he was getting bumped and thrown around at the line of scrimmage, and it's hard to get a successful route off when you're just like thrown off balance right at the line of scrimmage. So I think him adding 15 pounds on pure muscle, he's looking beefed up. I think it's going to help him out.
I'm a little bit iffy about Marv. I think you are too. Everyone is, just a little bit. and that's why he is where he is right now. He would
Yeah.
be.
Why
He
did
should
they make
be.
him
He
so
should be the
tiny?
top wide receiver ones. I
Why
mean,
did
he
they
was
make him
drafted.
so tiny compared to Sutton and Tyreek?
I don't know. He
He's
beefed
well ahead
up. I
of
don't
him.
know. The problem is Kyler Murray cannot see over his line, and he can't throw down the middle of the field. So I think that Marv could be unleashed if he can get some targets down the middle of the field. So that might just be a brick wall for him. Just something that he'll not be able to overcome this year. It's just Kyler Murray's issues with feeding his receivers into fantasy relevance.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, but he is Marvin Harrison. He has to be up there. I think in the same.
So with just 2 spots left, I think it's really hard to. We're gonna have to snub some guys here, but I mean, I think the 4 or 5 guys that are in contention here are Mike Evans, Monte Adams, DJ Moore, Jameson Williams, and Roma Denze.
I think I'm kind of out on Mike Evans, man. If you watch clips of him this offseason, he really looks like he just wants to lay down. They force fed him the ball the last 2 games of the season last year so he can get his 1,000 yards. I just think that we're underestimating the mileage that he has. I think that he could. I think it's Egbuka's team, right? The same reason why we have Egbuka in this tier, I think, is the reason why Mike Evans takes a step back, and I would not include him in here. What do you think about Devontae Adams?
I think Devontae Adams. I would personally take Mike Evans over Devontae Adams on my fantasy team, just with Puka.
You know what?
Puka
I
is
say
so,
let's just throw in
I want
Rome and
Mike Evans.
JMO, man. That's what I'm thinking.
I definitely want JMO in there. High-powered offense. He's elite. They're drawing up more routes for him. They're expanding the route tree. I would actually really like to put Mike Evans on the list here in wide receiver 2 range. I can't bring myself to bring him down to a flex spot, but I could do that. I don't feel bad about doing that to any of these other guys.
So you would have Mike Evans as a wide receiver 2 on a potentially championship fantasy roster.
Yes. I mean, if we're talking about, that point that you just made where it's like Buka's team, yada yada. It's in LA. It's much more Puka's team than it is Igbuka's team in Tampa Bay, right? Like Puka is commanding such a large target share that if that's the case that we're making, Igbuka's not going to do that to Mike Evans. He's not going to snub Mike Evans. Mike Evans is going to get his targets. We've got Chris Godwin on PUP. We've got Jalen McMillan with a broken neck. Kate Otten just suffered an injury. I mean, it's like a decade of just like a insanely good resume.
Yeah.
It's rapport with Baker Mayfield. It's the end zone. It's the red zone targets. Like maybe we see Mike Evans' yardage total go down, but he's still going to be that threat in the red zone. I can't bring him outside of the wide receiver 2 range here.
I think right here is where we draw the line of 1,000-yard receivers, right?
Yeah.
This is pretty much. I think Mike Evans is the line. I mean, he had to be kind of shoved into 1,000 yards last year. I mean, he was literally force-fed the ball,
absolutely.
like a retiree or something last year. It's crazy.
I do think that he'll get a bunch more yards up front, especially in those first 4 weeks of the season with so many people missing time. He could leave week 4 with 400 yards. So
I like that.
Okay. Next for me, I mean, this is a guy who I see getting 1,000 yards this year. Also, is DJ Moore. High-powered offense. It's kind of crazy we don't have DJ Moore or Roma Denze in the wide receiver 2 range, but I think they both belong here.
Do you think that it's possible they can have? What is the likelihood?
They both have 1,000-yard seasons. Yeah, I do.
So we're high on Caleb Williams, and we're high on Ben Johnson in that offense.
We are high on Caleb Williams, and we are high on Ben Johnson. And it is kind of crazy that when we're doing this, we don't have these guys higher. And I think it's just because we don't really know who is going to take over as that alpha this year. And so this feels like the safest thing to do.
The the factor is, and we talked about this in previous videos, where we looked at the mechanics of Caleb Williams in preseason, right? We're not in preseason like, oh, he got this many snaps, this many completions. It's about the mechanics, and it is a world's difference. He was getting the ball out. And I think that is great news for fantasy production. I mean, the fact that he can actually hit a receiver this year might actually help the receivers, come to think of it. Like, the reason why Rome Odunze had a bad season as a wide receiver 3 last year, 750 yards, is because he had the most uncatchable air yards last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, and DJ Moore, I think, is going to be a guy that Ben Johnson just loves to use.
He's
all
really
areas
easy
of the
to
field.
use. It's targets like after behind the line of scrimmage. It's little crossing routes, middle of the field. I do think Rome Odunze is going to get like way more air yards than DJ Moore.
He might have more touchdown target or more red zone targets.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how like the 12 personnel with like Cole Kmet and Colson Loveland being on the field, how that's going to affect the red zone target share. But
the Bears are an interesting fantasy team this year.
Interesting fantasy team. Stock is like at a very low price for what it could be. So most
like that.
All pieces on the Bears offense is a buy for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Williams is going in the 13th round of startup drafts. I would trust him as my QB1. Like if I'm in a 12-team league with, real ballers, and I have the ability to get, an extra wide receiver 2 or an extra wide receiver 1 on my team instead of going quarterback early and waiting for Caleb Williams, who's going to throw the ball a ton, a metric Zuck done.
That's a combo for another day. I'm like,
yeah.
That's like my biggest take, I think, going into the season is that Caleb Williams should be drafted way higher, or that you should definitely draft Caleb Williams if he slips behind like the 10th round.
All right, so let's throw some more guys in here that definitely deserve no spots. Travis Hunter,
talent,
easy flex spot consideration. It's
Legit.
Liam Cohen. We saw McMillan, we saw Godwin, we saw Otten, and we saw Mike Evans all succeed in Tampa.
They all
Hunter is more talented than all those people I just named.
Yeah.
Other than Mike Evans, sorry.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams earns a flex spot. It's good QB, great QB, all-time QB. If his back can hold up.
Yeah.
We've seen Stafford play through injuries his whole career. I think he just needed more time off this offseason, and I think that's fine. His game is still
you think
good.
he just wanted extra vacation or something?
He deserved it.
He does. He
does deserve it, dude. He has been taking hits his whole life, dude. His whole life.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But he's a dog year in and year out. I'm so glad he got his Super Bowl win in LA.
I say we go ahead and throw in Slicky Ricky Pearsall. We talked a lot about Christian McCaffrey earlier. I mean, the 49ers offense has to move forward.
Opportunity. Guys, Jawan Jennings probably not going to be out there week 1. Ayuk's not going to be out there till week 6.
He's cooked.
It's Kittle, CMC, Pearsall. If we see a CMC injury, it's only even better for Pearsall. We see him used in in these routes demarcated as other quite often because Shanahan doesn't subscribe to the boring vanilla brand of playing football. He is creative. He's a mastermind. Pearsall, they drafted with first-round draft capital.
I was about to say, people forget he's a first-round draft pick.
He was a little shady earlier in the offseason about Ricky Pearsall, but it's only been good news after good news after good news for a guy like him.
And he flashed last year.
He wasn't
on tape,
shot
he looked good.
Offseason.
Yeah, he didn't get shot. That's huge. That's huge.
That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith. I would be so happy with him in my flex spot.
I agree.
He's throwing the ball more. He's not as consistent as a guy like A.J. Brown, but Devontae Smith will get up close to 1,000 yards. Will get 8 touchdowns.
He has 30-point nights, and I think that's huge. If you can get a guy who has the potential for 30-point nights and your flex, that can literally win you the championship, right? Because the playoffs are you have 3 games out of you. If Devontae Smith can go in there and have a 30 bomb in the semifinals, he could carry you to the championship, right?
And he, like Pearsall, Devontae, DJ Moore, I don't see these guys taking the tops off and getting like 60-yard touchdowns, but Devontae Smith is definitely one of those guys that can get a 60-yard bomb. It's like that's a fantasy week right there. One catch, one touchdown, 60 yards.
Yep.
And he can do that a few times throughout the course of the year.
He terrorized college football not that long ago. I mean,
okay, so this flex spot, this is going to be pretty big. There's going to be a lot of guys in here.
Yeah.
So we're going to have Debo in here. I think we're going to get back to like, maybe not athleticism wise, but in role wise, the Debo Samuel that we saw about 2 years ago. Where
he's excited to play football for the Commanders.
He's excited to play football. He's on a winning team. He's on a healthy team with a good, smart quarterback. He's going to be used in
Cliff
just
Kingsbury.
like kind of like a gadgety way.
Yeah.
Fun routes for him. We'll get some like RPOs. We'll get some runs out of the backfield. I
like it. I like it.
What he can do after the catch this year. I think like that's the difference maker between like where he is now and like performing as a wide receiver too. Is just like his yards after catch ability. Jordan Addison, 3-game suspension, real quick. He's been a wide receiver too, both years of his career. For some reason, this guy is a touchdown machine.
Yeah. It's weird because he's like 180 pounds.
He's a small guy.
Yeah. He's a small guy. He's crafty with his hands, dude. If you watch tape, like he's just crafty. Travis Hunter's kind of the same way in their catch points.
Like a rock climber when he goes up for these like contested catches where he's like, oh, I'm gonna like. He's
like surprisingly athletic, like and very mobile with his body.
Yeah. Just good positioning. Like he just understands space very well.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, Jettas is going to draw all the defenders, so Jettison's going to be open. Now, I think you should slot Jalen Waddle in there.
Yep. I see a Jalen Waddle revival. I could even see him outperforming Tyreek this year.
We just talked about the 30-point outbreaks. Waddle is fully capable of that.
Fully
the long plays, the 60-yard touchdowns. Tyreek Hill might crash out. We don't know. And Jalen Waddle is just waiting.
Had a full offseason without any scare news about Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah. Remember how excited we were for Waddle early in his career? Like, we thought that he was Tyreek Hill, like the second coming. And I think he's
still... And then Tyreek Hill came to his team.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then his quarterback died a few times.
Yeah.
But we think that his quarterback is alive again, right?
Yeah, I think so. I saw a YouTube short, and it was tier listing Tua's injuries, and it showed each injury and I was like, this is terrible. Like, it's showing him season. I'm like, dude, you cannot have this. We cannot have this. But he is alive. I think he's alive.
He is alive. He's actually a part of the U.S. government now.
Really?
He and Bryson DeChambeau, they're leading up this like athletics department that the Trump administration has rolled out. So
Bryson DeChambeau, what a character! I met him.
It's a real fun group of guys. Real fun group of guys. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I gotta put Zay Flowers in here. I gotta put X in here.
This is a mix of low floor, high ceiling guys. Like Zay Flowers, high floor, high ceiling guys. Like Zay Flowers is kind of high floor. He's the wide receiver one for a championship bound team.
Yeah.
But he's not going to have crazy games.
Yeah, Diggs will be the top target earner in New England. Flowers should be the top target earner in Baltimore, but it's like the only positive thing I can say about Zay Flowers is we're going into year 3.
Yeah.
He had 2 productive, rookie and sophomore seasons.
He could surprise
everyone. It's like third-year breakout. He's a prime contender.
It's just there's not enough volume in that There's not enough passing volume.
There's enough volume in that offense, but it's just like...
Well, Derrick Henry's getting the touchdowns. Derrick Henry and Lamar are running in for touchdowns.
Oh my
He's just his ceiling is capped. Yeah. It is.
They're throwing touchdowns to like Devontae Walker instead of Zay Flowers. Like,
I know. Mark, yeah.
Yeah.
Versus Xavier Worthy, I feel like his ceiling is kind of untapped, right? Like, he's going to explode the first 6 weeks. He has opportunity in a Patrick Mahomes offense, Andy Reid. Like, Um, but yeah, they're in the same tier, and I think that you can go ahead and throw in Matthew Golden here. I think that this is actually kind of low for
Absolutely.
Matthew Golden.
Absolutely.
He is a breakout
I like
candidate.
him. I like him here in my flex. I would definitely feel better about Matthew Golden in my flex than I would in my wide receiver 2 slot.
That is valid, especially to start the year. But we're talking about potential guys whose value is going to rise, especially in Dynasty. Matthew Golden is a big player.
He's a cheap price tag, and Dynasty's going in like the 8th round of drafts. Too.
Yeah.
So
4.29 speed with great hands, jumping ability.
crazy fast, wicked hands.
Yeah.
I got to throw Calvin Ridley in here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Biggest target earner for a rookie quarterback. And Cam Ward, who I think will surprise everyone. To the point where everyone's gonna be like, how are we not talking about Cam Ward?
Yeah, there's been no talk about Cam Ward. Like none.
He moves in silence.
He moves in silence. And he's grown up. He's mature.
Dude, he is a hoss. He is like he's just locked in. Like,
and they didn't let him run in preseason. They told him that he wasn't allowed to scramble.
Yeah.
So they're making him just work on being like a true pocket passer.
But he has that ability.
In season, he's gonna bust out some bootlegs and rip off some yards. But like Ridley is a great receiver to have if you're a new quarterback because he's a separator and he's a route runner.
And he's a veteran. Like, he's been around, right?
Yeah.
Like, with terrible quarterback. He's ready to win, too. Like, he's never been on a winning team either.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I really like the vibes in Tennessee.
And his mental health gap year is over.
I remember that. Yeah.
He's
probably a way better person, like, and has had to start his growth over, you know?
Cam Ward has come out saying some egregious things like, I think we have a top 3 receiving core in the league. We don't see it that way, but that's so awesome that he sees it that way.
He's hyped up.
I love to hear him talk about his guys like that, dude.
Yeah.
Ellick and Ridley.
I like some Ellick. All right, who you got next here?
Josh Downs.
Josh Downs, okay. I know that you're very high on Josh Downs. He's a Carolina fella. He went to Chapel Hill.
He's gonna be commanding targets from Daniel Jones, who loves to target the slot receiver. And Josh Downs is their true slot receiver. He's lined up in the slot like 80% of his routes.
Yeah, we saw Wan'Dale Robinson. How many targets did Wan'Dale have with Daniel Jones?
He had like 140 targets last year.
Yeah,
I can pull up the exact number.
And I promise you, Josh Downs is more talented than Wan'Dale. I promise you. We used to watch him live.
It was crazy. So Wan'Dale Robinson, Wan'Dale had 140 targets for 93 catches last year. We could see Josh Downs get that same volume. Like he could be a wide receiver too.
Yeah, he's an electric player.
All right, other guys we got to throw in here. Jacoby Myers.
Yeah,
I'm not really worried about the Amari Cooper signing. The dude's like 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
And his success was predicated on his speed. It's really hard to still have that speed at his age.
I think you're throwing Jerry Jeudy here.
You got to throw Jerry Jeudy in there.
You know, he's just another wide receiver 1 on the team. He kind of saw a little breakout last year. I was happy for him, you know, because a lot of people are calling him busts, and I always thought that he was a mega talent. He's very shifty, and I hope to see a good year from him, you know.
Yeah, and now I've got to do some things here. I think there's one more guy we can throw in this flex tier.
Okay.
Maybe two. I'll let you pick one of them.
Okay, I'll let you go first.
Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah, that's borderline. That's getting there.
I trust him. And you know what? Here's the thing. Chris Olave can. Do not draft. He's not even the best receiver on his team anymore.
Guys, it's over, I'm afraid.
Rashid Shaheed is the better receiver.
Yeah.
But Rashid is way cheaper. Olave is more expensive. Olave is going up in the like Egbuka, George Pickens range.
Yeah.
He's going before Ricky Pearsall. He's going before Jordan Addison. It's like, what?
Yeah. It is wild. I mean, it's just because they saw him at Ohio State, man. It's just that simple.
He's so good, but like, dude, 5 concussions.
It's crazy. Yeah, he's in the same.
He's in more positions than Tua, and
Him and
nobody's even
Tua
talking
just
about
they got ambulances on standby.
it. Man, I watched a clip the other day of like Chris Olave top 5 concussions, and it was
Dude, it was probably right after the Tua one, dude. You skipped over the
Yeah.
Tua. That's
It's-
crazy content, dude.
it's so sad. Love whoever's making these.
All right, so
She
can
is
I?
crazy to put in there, but like the dude takes the top off defenses.
Yeah,
His yards per reception is so high.
best ball maniac, Rashid Shaheed.
Best ball maniac to have,
Yeah.
dude. We saw this guy come out on a tear at the beginning of last season. He dealt with injuries later in the year, and it kind of clouded the way we all view him.
Yeah,
But like reports out of camp is that he is the wide receiver one.
Yeah.
He's the guy you would rather have on your team. Like he's the one that's getting the valuable targets. He's the guy that's getting more touchdowns. He's the
Yeah.
guy that's getting more air yards. I just like him way more than Olave. I'd love to have him on my bench and slap him into the flex spot.
Yeah.
And just see if Spencer Rattler just throws up some bombs to him.
Spencer Rattler.
It's gonna
Yeah,
hurt. You're getting
stay
this guy last
away.
in your draft.
If you have defenses in your league, just pick up on the waivers whoever's playing the Saints, please. Pretty simple.
Yeah, Cardinals week 1.
Because she might get some targets, but it might get picked off. Okay, now you could sneak maybe one more guy in here. I would actually we got to put Pittman in here. I think
we can sneak a few guys in here because I'm seeing
Shakir.
Shakir.
Shakir's got Curtis Samuel too, and Keon Coleman now apparently rising in camp. You got Michael Pittman. You could throw in there. I mean, he's just the veteran, I guess, for Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
He might have like 900 yards.
All right, so these are guys that were not thrown away. They're
I would never throw away DeAndre
out of the wide
Hopkins.
receiver 3 range, but these are guys to target late in drafts. Jaden Higgins can be a great target earner, and then Keon Coleman.
Yeah.
I also want to throw in there because he could break out this year.
Demario Douglas could be a sneaky target earner. Could be. I'm not a fan of him, actually.
Not in.
I have Drake May in Dynasty,
He's
and
a
I have
can.
all the other receivers on the team.
There's too many mouths to feed, and he doesn't have the.
He's not good.
He doesn't have
I have
this
Diggs.
X factor that separates him.
Efton Chisholm's taking his job.
Dude, Efton Chisholm and Kyle Williams
Kyle Williams
and
is
Hunter
good too.
Henry
I agree.
and a mobile quarterback and Travion Henderson.
Yeah.
Mario Douglas is not earning enough targets in that system.
I agree. I'm actually with you.
Yeah.
I was just trying to sneak it in there because I thought that maybe you would want him in there.
Dude, guy I like has
Yoshi.
a high value role.
Like him as a
Never
person.
make it into
He's a
the
good
flex
guy.
consideration.
Yeah.
Chris Godwin,
God,
career over.
sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy. Tank
Set them-
Dell not playing football this season. Don't draft him.
Hollywood
Um,
Brown. Sorry, my boy. He might. Is he
Sorry,
playing
boy.
week 1?
Who
Nah,
knows?
I'm not. No,
Who knows,
we're not
dude?
doing this. We're not doing that.
Reese could hit him the wrong way.
Yeah, we're not
between
doing
now and
that.
then.
Wandale Robinson.
D Hop,
D
where
Hop.
even are you? Are you in Baltimore?
Okay, D Hop's not a can though. Let's just get that straight. He is a potential Hall of Famer. Okay, just in
He's a Hall of
totality.
Famer. This is 2025
This is just now.
redraft.
I just
rankings.
want to pay my respects.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Brandon Cooks? Who's down there?
I did not know he was still playing football this year.
Curtis Samuel.
Dude,
I mean,
Mooney. Dude, I actually want to sneakily. I'm throwing Mooney into the flex spot. Nobody is talking about him. He was an amazing flex guy to have last year.
Yeah. like
Amazing flex guy to have. They're gonna be throwing the ball a lot. He's not gonna have a crazy target share, but dude could get.
He's gonna
18
get
targets.
six targets a game. I think.
Yeah,
Can you see that?
yeah.
They got to throw it to someone other than Drake London.
I can see him
Ray
averaging.
McLeod. Like,
Yeah, dude.
who else is there?
Mooney is good. Mooney was
Yeah.
another guy that was, I think, drafted in the first round a long time ago by the Chicago Bears.
Yeah. I think that
Who's that
Keenan. I think that both Keenan and Cup are done. Keenan might get some targets this year, but
I think Keenan has the opportunity to earn more targets than Cup.
yeah, for sure.
He's played a few years with Justin Herbert, so they know each other.
That's true. He's gonna
Oh.
have like his retirement tour year.
It just feels so wrong doing this.
It is. It's sad. It's lad squad though. I'm sorry, Keenan. People are gonna want to try to sneak people are gonna want to try to say Keenan's gonna be the like take targets from Lad. No, not cans, but not. Yeah, I like that. I like it. Yeah, these are guys that like it hurts to put them down here,
Whoa.
but new.
Whoops.
That's fine. I think you
Blew
can
it.
just cans. There you go.
All right. There we go.
Yeah,
now we have a
Keenan
home
up
for
in there.
Keenan,
Cooper Cup. Yeah,
and
now we
have
can get
a home for
active.
Cup. Yeah. There we go. We're back, and now we have a home for D Hop too.
All right, there we go.
Guys, if you want to draft these guys, just so that they're on your roster and like they're kind of like a Chia pet, you know, or a Tamagotchi.
Yeah,
It's just like I get to hang out with
they're your
D
mascot.
Hop.
You have to make your name around their name.
Yeah.
I usually like to have someone who's in jail on my team, just deep on the bench.
I think Amari Cooper is a vibe burner.
Yeah, I like that.
Dude,
Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson's a
Center
vibe.
too.
Who?
Deontay Johnson,
Yeah.
not a vibe, not a locker room guy.
Dang,
Man,
dude.
absolute canned. I think he was canned. I don't think he's on a team
Yeah, he's
because
probably
everybody
not,
hates
dude.
him. He's a bad teammate.
You know, he was on like 5 teams in the last 3 years or something crazy, or 6 teams.
Yeah.
Um,
Ayuk,
he's done.
can.
Tyler
done.
Lockett, done.
Mike Will, he retired, I think.
Dude, I like me some Mike Will though, dude. Throw him
Did he
in the
retire?
vibes.
Am I crazy for saying that? Didn't he
Let me
just
see.
retire?
Let me see.
Yeah. We love him for the vibes.
I like Mike Williams, man. He was a dog.
Let me know if I'm crazy, but I think he retired.
Yeah, he retired.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, there you go. Vibes. Tyler Lockett. Thoughts
Dude,
on Tyler
Romeo
Lockett?
Dubs, vibes.
Romeo Dubs, dude. He's just always on the squad, man.
Adonai Mitchell, can.
Unfortunate can. for
Unfortunate
Adonai.
can.
Juju
Honestly,
Smith.
dude, I'm going to throw all the Packers receivers in there for vibes because they're vibes, dude.
They really are, dude. Like,
They're really all just vibes. And it's like Golden is going to be the good one.
yeah, Golden's a good one.
And then these guys are going to trade off weeks for getting like mid-tier production.
Yeah, I like that.
Where they're
What
like,
about-
oh, I caught 4 catches for 37 yards and a touchdown. I don't quite want to bank on that,
No,
but vibes.
we had a fellow trade a first round rookie pick for Jaden Reed straight up in our home league. So there you go.
I hated that move.
Yeah, it was terrible. Can we get
Curtis
Juju?
Samuel.
Can we? Juju's making me anxious, bro. Can we just make him a can?
Yeah,
That boy.
yeah. I'm sorry.
That
I
boy.
read that one.
TikTok
Marcus
dances his way
Robinson
to
can.
irrelevancy.
Gosh, Christian Watson was. I love him for the vibes. Yeah.
Okay. But dude, that we're yeah. I mean, that's a former
there were
Packer.
just-
Look at the
I
Packers.
just remembered last offseason and the offseason
It's
before
NFL
that.
legends and then
Oh,
Packers
it was this
receivers.
guy. It was this guy. It was this guy. It could be this guy. Like,
Bro, you got like
Oh.
potential Hall of Famers and then Packers.
and then Packers, yeah. And then,
That's funny.
and then it looks like Jawan Jennings is wearing a cheese head right here.
Yeah, what is going? That's just his hairstyle. He's done. He's done. Wandell's done. Tutu's done. They're done, dude.
Dude, Wandell.
Don't draft these guys. Nah, bro,
Vibes.
you're putting too many guys in the vibes. This is the same conversation as Keenan Allen, Cooper Cup. They're
Dude,
not the same vibe.
This is Obi-Wan Kenobi right here.
But he's never done anything with his volume, bro.
What are you talking about? You had 140 targets for 93 catches last year.
And he was fantasy irrelevant.
He was not.
Yeah, he was. If you were starting him on your squad, you did not win your chip.
He was the PPR
No, bro.
receiver
No, put
36.
him in cans,
That's wide
please.
receiver 3.
Please, bro. He's not in the same conversation as Cooper Cup, Keenan Allen, and
Fine.
the Packers.
Tyler Lockett, vibes.
Lockett could be a vibe. Lockett's a
Vibes.
vibe. The fact that he
For
doesn't
sure.
get tackled is crazy. He just falls to the ground.
Love that. Michael Wilson.
Dude, can. I
Thank
wish
you.
that he was good. I remember drafting him in
Christian
Dynasty a
Kirk.
while back. Christian Kirk. I mean, dude,
There's a path.
There is a path for
to
Christian Kirk.
relevancy.
there is.
But it's like,
I don't think he's good at football anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, I
But
just don't think he's good at football.
he's kind of cool. Like he hangs out on YouTube Golf. Like he's done some videos with Bob Does Sports.
That's fair.
I think he's a vibes.
I mean, yeah, he had 27
He's
receptions last
definitely
year.
like he's after the Packers, but
That's
like
fine. Yeah.
he's a vibes guy.
And Josh Palmer.
Man, I'm sorry, dude. He's injured.
And there you have it.
These guys, honestly, I just want you to know that anybody else's rankings are wrong,
Yeah.
and ours are the only right ones.
This is it.
So if you have a can on your team, I'm sorry, but your team's garbage.
Yeah.
If you have multiple vibes guys, if your whole team is vibes guys, heck yeah, brother.
You could slot in the entire Vibe squad on your bench, and it's
I would love that, dude.
You
That's
could just be
kind of
happy
a power
all
move.
year.
And it's something I'm considering doing in my redraft leagues, where it's like I've drafted so well and I'm gonna win, and I could win blindfolded. So I may just get some vibes, guys.
Yeah, I mean, if you zoom out, what's the whole point of any of this, man? It's just to have fun, And if you have Keenan Allen on your squad, you're gonna have some fun. Okay.
We spend most of our day talking about other grown men.
Yeah.
And
thinking about them too.
I'd feel a lot better about myself if I was talking about Cooper Kupp and D-Hop.
Yeah, it's true.
The
Then
vibes.
yeah, I never
Alright,
want
guys,
to.
please
I never want
screenshot.
to mention Michael Wilson.
Tier down, tier up. If we have somebody in this flex spot, and the guy in the wide receiver 2 range is there, and you can just 1-for-1 swap them, do that. Do that. If somebody has Garrett Wilson higher than T. Higgins, do that.
Yeah, this is more like this is listed in order of opportunity to provide you a chance to win a championship in fantasy football.
Honestly, great move.
Yeah.
If you can get a Buka plus,
Oh, we're talking Quakes.
what does that plus need to be for Travis Hunter?
Wait,
talking
Travis
Dynasty.
plus to get Igbuka?
No. We're talking because right now you can trade Travis Hunter to get a Buka plus.
Oh, yeah. I
Just
mean,
plus
I
anything.
I wouldn't. I would never trade Igbuka plus for Travis, bro. Respectfully.
Yeah, but you're receiving a Buka plus. Would you just take anything?
Oh, yeah.
on top?
I would take
Igbuka
anything.
in a second.
Yeah, anything on top.
Yeah.
That's just me. That's me. I don't think that's consensus, though.
I do think that if we're talking dynasty rankings, they probably have Hunter much higher on this list. But
Yeah, we'll make a dynasty tier list on another day. For now, this is the list right here. This is the wide receiver list for 2025. Go ahead and act accordingly. I mean, we have 24 hours until football, so this is more so we can look back at the end of the year and see how we did. And if you are watching this video, congratulations. I don't know how you found this, and you are deep. You are so deep.
Deep.
Yeah, so deep. It is probably
Welcome
1 a.m.
to
You need to go to
started.
sleep.
We're
You need
open
to
to
go to sleep.
constructive criticism.
Yeah,
Hit us up. Join our Discord. Be our friend.
yeah.
Come to my
On
wedding.
my phone. Like, you could literally, your notification be right here, and then I click it, and we chat about fantasy football. It could be pretty cool.
Dude, I'll introduce you to my mom. I'll introduce you to his mom.
Yeah, his mom's pretty cool. My mom's pretty cool. Like, they're loving people. They're excited for us. They know about the show, so.
Guys,
Yeah,
thanks
man.
for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.
Adios.